Okay, one of the questions that I get often is how do you apply the darker, thinner formula colors? So that'd be like mulled wine, plum, berry. People always tell me that it goes on really like splotchy and kind of streaky. So I wanted to make a video and show you how I apply these darker colors and give you some tips and tricks and how you can avoid it looking streaky. So the first thing is I'm going to use plum, and they're thinner formula, and so you really want to shake it up really well and get those pigments all mixed up. After you shake it, when you pull out the applicator, there's going to be tons of excess color. You don't need this all, so I wipe off almost all of the color, almost all the product back in. And when I'm applying it, I'm going to start from the outer part of my lip and then move in. And I'm doing this because when you first are applying your color, if you just kind of apply it, you're gonna have it really thick on one side and a thinner layer as you move the wand across your lip. So we're gonna start on the outside and work our way in. So after your first two layers, you may think it looks kind of sheer or kind of looking streaky, but just wait until the third layer and we'll fix it and get that like perfect smooth application for you. So on layer 2, I'm doing the same thing and I'm wiping off the excess amount. And I normally don't talk in between applying this, but I want to explain it as I'm doing. So you want to do thinner layers, keep your lips separated, and don't touch your lips together. So that's layer 2. And on layer 3, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm not going to start from the outside and go in on layer 3 because you can see you can kind of see that line where I have applied from the outside and work my way in. So we're going to kind of blend it all together now on the third layer. Same thing, you're going to wipe off all the excess color. This is layer 3. So after my third layer, I let it dry extra long because then I go in, and if you feel like after your third layer there are still kind of sheer spots or it looks a little streaky, you can just take your wand and kind of dab on those spots that kind of look a little sheer. So I'm going to let it dry really good. And if you're like me, I use my oops remover like every time I apply. I always make mistakes. So now would be the time to kind of go in and fix any of those like little errors or like clean up your line a little bit. So now I just top it with my gloss. So you want to make sure you seal all the color in. So now let's make sure it's dry. So if your color is dry, you shouldn't have any color on your wand. And then you're good to go. So hopefully if you guys follow these tips, it's going to give you that perfect smooth application that you want on these darker colors. So thank you.